Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you, folks. And no, your audio isn't weird. My voice is today. Oh, my goodness. But that's not going to slow us down any. We're going to head down to that campground. So, everybody, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all buckle up, grab your beverage of choice. Let's get red going. And let's head down to that campground. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, well, we made it down here to camp. We got red situated. Here's our picnic tables that we'll have to jockey at least one of those jokers around later for dinner. But here's our campsite. We're on the tail end of a loop, so we don't have any, there's nothing else next to us. That's awesome. All right, my friends, I want to get a few things set up in red, and then let's grab a seat. Appreciate y'all coming along. Take care, and we'll catch up directly. Watch our step here. Grab that seat, my friends. Cheers to you, my friends. We made it down here, and I was wondering if we were going to be perfectly honest. You may be able to hear it on the mic. I can definitely hear it in the back of my head, but I'm a little hoarse. A day or two ago, well, a few days back, I caught a head cold. I'm perfectly fine now, other than the fact that my voice hasn't quite come back completely yet. So other than that, we're doing good. And it's so nice to be down here at the campground. Holy catfish. It's nice and peaceful. And it is a little, temperature-wise, we're in the upper 40s, pushing 50. So it's not bad out here, and I've got precautions. I'm bundled up pretty good. I don't want to revisit what I already had a few days ago. Wow, it was a rough week, my friends, let me tell you. But again, it is just so nice to be out here again. And I appreciate y'all coming along on these little adventures. I truly do. And let's see, what I'm going to make for dinner tonight, if you can hear me, is a spicy sausage with cheesy pasta. And it's actually a very versatile little recipe, but we'll get into that later. Right now, my friends, I'm going to kick back here for a few minutes and just relax and just enjoy the fact that we made it out here. So here's to you, my friends. Y'all take care, and well, we'll catch up in a little bit. All right, my friends, I think we got everything pretty much set up here. So we're gonna get a water on to boil for our pasta. This is easier than trying that with water in it. Should be good. And I always salt my pasta water. It should be all right. So as soon as this comes up to a boil, my friends, we will get our pasta in there. Let's crank that joker up. I'm going to turn the noise down just a little bit, my friends. The water's pretty much ready to go. And what I'm using is rigatoni. But what's nice about this recipe, you can use whatever preferred pasta you want. Actually, the bow tie pasta works pretty good with this. But I've got about 2 cups in here because this is what I had in my pantry. I'm going to dump that in there. Get it back up to a boil, and I'm going to set the timer for about, probably about 8 minutes and check it. When the pasta gets about 2/3 done, then we're going to brown up our sausage. And I brought some hot Italian sausage. But again, with this recipe, you can, this works with 80-20 hamburger. You go mild sausage if you want, whatever you prefer. I wouldn't use ground chicken though. It's going to be a little bland. All right, my friends, I'm going to bring this back up to boil. There we go. Set my timer, and I brought my chair over here so I can have a seat. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up in a little bit. All right, my friends, our pasta's pretty much done. We're real close. So we're going to start getting our sausage ready. And when it's about close to half done, we got some more prep work to do, and we'll get to that directly. Oh, and when I break this up, I don't break it up all that fine. I want some decent sized chunks in there. All right, my friends, that sausage is coming along mighty fine. And what I have here, this we'll need later, is 2/3 of a cup of Italian style 6 cheese. We'll need that in a little bit. But right now, I've got some baby spinach. And, I don't know, I got a decent amount in here. But I'm going to give it a quick rough cut. And it all actually, there's a little bit of prep work, but it all actually goes together pretty quickly. So let me get to this. And we're just going to toss that right in the same bowl as our cheese. And get out of the way, buddy. All right, my friends, so I pulled the pasta off, and I've got my little pasta drainer over here. So now I turn the heat down on the sausage. So now we're going to add some heavy cream. And holy catfish, that was close. We're going to throw in 1 cup. Every drop I can there. I'll add a little bit more in that container. We're in our heavy cream. There we go. Now we're going to add a couple tablespoons of butter to it. If I can get it out of the package. Just put you right there. We're limited space. Turn the heat back up. Come off there, buddy. There we go. And as soon as that As soon as that butter melts, we're going to get the rest of this in there. And the last thing that goes in is the pasta. All right, that's all pretty well incorporated. Now we have our spinach and our cheese, and we're just going to right in there. Give that a mix. Now we're going to throw our pasta in. Get all that extra liquid off there. There we go. Give that another stir. Put our lid on there. Let that all come together. And while that's going on, I brought another little pan so I can toast up some garlic bread. Because we're just going to let this simmer for just a few minutes, and we should be good to go. All right, my friends, let me get working on our garlic bread here. There we are. All right, my friends, we're all plated up. And what I like to do is I like to throw just a little bit more cheese on top of it. Let's see how it turned out. It's been cooling here for a minute. It was pretty hot coming off that stove. Oh. Oh my goodness, that's good. Just fantastic. Ooh, my stomach was rumbling. Well, my friends, I'm going to tear into dinner here because my belly tells me I need to. Oops, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Well, appreciate y'all hanging in there. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up after dinner. I went back for seconds, my friends. This stuff came out fantastic. Holy catfish. All right, my friends. Ooh, that was a good dinner. Well, let's get this campfire started, and I'll tidy up. We've been having some moisture issues again. This time, I actually have real kindling. Perfect. Ah, there you are. Whew. This has been a great day, my friends. I'm going to tell you. Whew. There we go. Tuck you in there. Oh, piece of trash. There we are. All right, my friends, I'm going to tend to this for a little bit and start getting our, well, finished. I started to clean up the dinner mess, but I still got some ways to go. So, we'll catch up shortly. Whew, let's get to it. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh my gosh, that was a fantastic dinner. And what makes that dinner is that simple little sauce, to be perfectly honest. The heavy cream, the shredded cheese, and the butter. I mean, you mix that with a protein and some pasta, and you got something going on, let me tell you. Oh, I use those big pastas because I think I mentioned that's what I had on hand. But I think what would go really well with that is maybe like the bow tie pasta. But oh my gosh, it turned out great. And unfortunately, our sun is setting. I sound like a frog still. Sorry about that. But I'm just glad we made it out here. Holy catfish. And I feel tremendous. I may not sound like it, but I do. I mean, getting out here in some sunshine and some fresh air. Wow, that'll rejuvenate you, my friends. It really will. Oh, and that we've had a nice peaceful campground. Now there are other campers here. I've seen a couple of them have periodically drive by. There's a couple of guys that walk by, but most of them are further up in the campground. It's still a little chilly out there for most, and what I have found is usually when I reserve a campsite, I one of my I guess criteria in picking a site is finding one that's far away from the bathrooms because those are the sites that fill up first, the ones that are close to the bathrooms. Oh my goodness, it is what it is. Well, my friends, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all come along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. This was a great one. Oh my gosh, just my spirits are just way up there compared to a few days ago. Oh, well, enough of that. But the sun's setting over my shoulder. So we're gonna stoke up this campfire and we'll just relax here for the rest of the evening. So everyone out there, again, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the morning. It's definitely a little cooler this morning, my friends. Good morning, campers. Cheers, my friends. Well, I missed the sunshine already. Oh, but my goodness, last night, as I sit by the campfire on the other side of our loop over here, down the little valley, of course, I heard a turkey calling. And I think I got some, well, we didn't see him, but I got some audio of it. So here, let me share that with you real quick. Wish I could see that joker. He is a good ways off, my friends. He's down in this, there's a valley right in front of us. He's down in there somewhere. That's pretty cool. Well, that was pretty neat last night, my friends. I must admit that. It's been a long time since I've heard a turkey. Oh, my goodness. But in all, I'd have to say this was a really good trip. Got a chance to get out, get away from things. Yesterday, got some sunshine and some fresh air. Just what we needed. Oh, dinner worked out great. Oh my gosh, I still got a bunch to take home too. Well, my friends, I think we do have some weather moving in. It's nice and gray this morning, and they're predicting some thunderstorms to roll in sometime about midday. So, yeah, welcome to April. I'll tell you what. Well, before that happens, my friends, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this coffee and relax a little bit more before we get red packed up and head back to the city. So everybody out there, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you all come along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. This was a much needed one. So everyone out there, y'all take care. And as always, I'll see you soon.